Hotels are meant to be places of rest and comfort, but some hotels have dark secrets hidden within their walls. From ghostly apparitions to unexplained noises, these haunted hotels have terrified guests for decades. Join us as we explore the most haunted hotels in the world, where the spirits of the past still linger. Our first stop is the Stanley Hotel in Colorado, USA. This grand hotel is famous for inspiring Stephen King to write his horror novel The Shining. Built in 1909, the Stanley Hotel has a long history of paranormal activity. Guests have reported hearing the sound of a piano playing late at night, even though no one is there. Some have even seen the ghost of the hotel's founder, F.O. Stanley, wandering the halls. Room 217 is particularly famous for its ghostly encounters. It's said that a former housekeeper named Elizabeth Wilson haunts the room. She was injured in an explosion in the room in 1911, but survived. After her death, guests began reporting strange occurrences, such as their belongings being moved or their beds being tucked in tightly while they slept. Another eerie spot in the hotel is the concert hall, where the ghost of a young girl named Lucy is said to reside. Visitors have reported hearing her singing or feeling a cold breeze when she is near. The Stanley Hotel embraces its haunted reputation, offering ghost tours for those brave enough to explore its dark corners. Our next destination is not a traditional hotel, but a ship-turned hotel. The Queen Mary docked in Long Beach, California. The Queen Mary is a retired ocean liner that sailed the North Atlantic from 1936 to 1970. During its time at sea, it was used as a luxury liner, a troop ship during World War II, and finally a passenger ship. With such a long and varied history, it's no wonder the Queen Mary is considered one of the most haunted places in the world. One of the most famous haunted spots on the ship is the engine room, where a young sailor was tragically crushed to death by a door during a drill. His ghost has been seen by many, often appearing as a shadowy figure or leaving behind wet footprints. Another eerie area is the first-class swimming pool, which is no longer in use. Guests and staff have reported seeing the ghosts of women in vintage swimsuits walking near the pool, as well as hearing the sounds of splashing water and laughter, even though the pool has been empty for decades. The Queen Mary has been the subject of numerous paranormal investigations, and many believe it to be one of the most haunted places on the planet. Visitors can even take part in ghost tours and paranormal investigations on board. Next, we travel to Canada, to the Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel in Alberta. This beautiful castle-like hotel, often called the Castle in the Rockies, has a history of hauntings that go back decades. Built in 1888, the hotel has hosted many famous guests, but it's also home to several ghosts. One of the most famous spirits is that of a bride who tragically died on her wedding day. It's said that she was walking down the grand staircase in her wedding gown when she tripped and fell, breaking her neck. Guests and staff have reported seeing her ghost on the staircase, wearing her wedding dress, or in the ballroom, where she would have had her first dance. Another well-known ghost is that of a bellman named Sam Macaulay, who worked at the hotel in the 1960s and 70s. Sam loved his job so much that, even after his death, he is said to continue helping guests. People have reported seeing a friendly old man in a bellman's uniform helping with their luggage, only for him to disappear without a trace. The Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel is a popular destination for those interested in the paranormal, and many guests come specifically in hopes of encountering one of the hotel's famous ghosts. Our next haunted hotel takes us across the Atlantic to London, England, where the Langham Hotel has been terrifying guests for over a century. Opened in 1865, the Langham is one of London's oldest and most luxurious hotels. It's also known as one of the most haunted. Room 333 is the most infamous room in the hotel. Guests staying in this room have reported seeing the ghost of a man dressed in Victorian clothing, who is believed to be a doctor who killed his wife and then himself while on their honeymoon. The apparition is said to appear only in October, making it even more mysterious. Another ghost that haunts the Langham is that of a German prince who is said to have jumped out of a window to his death. His spirit has been seen in the corridors, especially on the upper floors, often described as a ghostly figure with a pale face. The Langham Hotel has been featured in many paranormal shows and is a favorite spot for ghost hunters visiting London. Its rich history and many ghostly residents make it one of the most haunted hotels in the world. Our final stop is the Ancient Ram Inn in Gloucestershire, England. Though not a hotel in the traditional sense, this historic inn has a reputation as one of the most haunted places in England. Built in 1145, the Ancient Ram Inn has a long and dark history, including ties to witchcraft, pagan rituals, and even murder. One of the most famous ghosts is that of a young girl named Rosie, who was allegedly murdered in the inn. Her ghost has been seen in various parts of the building, often crying or appearing as a shadowy figure. Some visitors have reported feeling an overwhelming sense of sadness when near her presence. Another eerie presence is that of a witch who was allegedly burned at the stake on the property. Her spirit is said to haunt one of the rooms, known as the Witch's Room. Guests have reported hearing her voice, feeling cold spots, and even seeing her ghostly figure by the fireplace. The Ancient Ram Inn has been investigated by numerous paranormal experts, and many have reported encountering spirits or experiencing unexplainable phenomena. It's a place where history and horror come together, making it a must-visit for anyone interested in the paranormal. These hotels may offer luxury and comfort, but for those who dare to stay, they also offer something far more chilling. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's no denying that these haunted hotels have left a lasting impression on those who have experienced their eerie presence. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of haunted hotels, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Creepy Cinema for more terrifying tales.